Hi, everybody. My name is Antonia Anastasia. I'm the psychic medium. I have an office at the Center Life and Balance, 45 South Main Street in Medford. Today is our virtual psychic and healing fair, and I am here to give a talk about connecting to the other side, or about talking to your loved ones who've crossed over, your angels, your saints, God, whatever's out there, right, in this dimension that we can't see. So anyone can talk to their loved ones who've crossed over, or their saints, or their angels, or God, or Jesus, or whoever you identify with in the spirit realm at any time. Everyone is capable to be a medium and to have people come to you and try to also talk to their loved ones who've crossed over is a gift from God that I cherish so much. And really, it just takes practice and meditation and prayer to be able to do what mediums do. So I wanted to show you today some of the tools, tricks of my trade, so to speak, that I use to help me make these connections to the other side that you might have lying around your house that you could use yourself. So first things first is that I always light a candle. This happens to be a candle. May there always be an angel by your side. That was given to me by a very good friend of mine, Mary Beth. Been friends since the first grade. So I light a candle, and the light in the candle is a way to bring about hope. It's also a way to invite the Holy Spirit into your midst. The basis of what I do is very much rooted in Catholicism. That's how I was born and raised. I went to Catholic school for 12 years. But I really blend my practices of Catholicism along with my New Age practices as well. You know, it's interesting. We use the word New Age when we talk about crystals and chakra energy and all of that other stuff. But all of those things, the crystals in particular, which have been around for millions of years, were around a lot longer than Jesus was. So Jesus is really, and followers of Jesus is really more the New Age. I know some people will probably throw their hands up in the air and maybe walk away or think I'm crazy or being a heretic, but that's really the truth. From my perspective anyway, and others. So some of the tools that I use are a blending of my Catholicism, my Catholic Christianity roots with the New Age. So the first tool that I want to show you that I use are my rosary beads. I pray my rosary beads to the angels. It's like they hear singing and they love for the rosary to be said. It's also a way to tap into your divine feminine energy because the rosary beads are very much dedicated to the Blessed Mother, to Jesus's mom. And you know, when you bring Mary into your midst, when you're doing a reading, you're in a session with someone, you bring around all kinds of feminine energy. And we can identify with Mary, not just as Jesus's mom, but we can identify with her with women on all different levels. As a friend, as a coworker, as a mother, as a sister, as an aunt, as a wife, as a grandmother, as a whatever, and bring around that divine feminine energy that feeds all of us, whether you're male or you're female. So the rosaries are a good way for me to make that connect. The way I blend with the Catholicism and more of the New Age spirituality is that they're clear crystal. You can see here. These happen to be from Fatima. A friend of mine went to Fatima for the 2017 100th anniversary of the apparitions of Our Lady to the three children of Fatima. But they're clear crystal, and the clear crystal also helps me connect. It gives me clarity. The Herkimer diamond that I wear, which is only found in Herkimer County, New York. This particular Herkimer diamond was mined by Susan Drummond, who was the owner of the Center Life and Balance. And I wrap this in the silver wiring. I wear it around my neck, and it gives me incredible clarity when I do my readings. So the rosary beads and the clear crystals. I also wear, when I do readings around my neck, this necklace, which has all of the different chakra colors on it, and the tree of life helps keep me grounded. I also have a piece of moldavite, which is a piece of a meteorite that's only found in Czechoslovakia. It has definite celestial properties to it. This also helps me connect. I wear a crucifix that has amethyst in it. Amethyst is also a tool to help me to connect, to open up the third eye energy center that's right here. I also wear this ring that my husband Joe gave me for my birthday. You can see it. Also amethyst helps me connect. And I also have just a little pendant here of one of my favorite go-to saints, which is Saint Hildegard. And she was like a medieval hippie that was all about the medicinal properties of herbs and all of the natural things that come from Mother Earth for healing. So she also helps me to make my connection, which is really good. I have some bracelets and whatnot that I wear as well that helped me that help me to make my connect amethyst. There's bracelets here that have all the different colors of the chakras. Also, being a medium for some people, for me personally, it has an empathic nature to it, where, you know, when you're an empath, you can sense and feel other people's feelings, and sometimes really feel the physical element of it or pain. And we want to sense it. We don't really want to feel it. And one of the ways that I help myself with that is with this Baltic amber. So some of the other tools that I use, and here's another blend piece with Catholicism, is blessed salt. The pastor at my parish happens to be supportive of my work, which I am very grateful for. But his biggest concern is that I keep myself and I keep the people who I'm doing a reading for safe, because, you know, you open up this crown chakra, this energy center right here to make the connection, and all kinds of stuff can come through. And honestly, take a look at what's going on in our world right now, in the history of our world. There's negative energy out there. There's low energy out there. There's dark energy out there. And what we want to do is combat it, to be like a beacon of light of God, to repel it. You know, like when there's a bright light and you want to look away, but the only way to do that and to be that bright light also is to be able to protect yourself. So I always will say a prayer of, you know, all that is light, all that is love, all that is good, all that is of God can stay, everything else must go away. And say prayers of protection. The salt is a cleansing agent for that. I very often will sprinkle salt around myself, or sprinkle salt in the four corners of, you know, every room in the house, or every room in my office, at the center, in Medford, or if I'm doing a reading at someone's home, and it really helps for protection. Other people also will burn sage. So sage is a Native American ritual where when burns, right, this is a smudging stick here. It's a pretty big one. My cousin actually brought this back for me from New Mexico, where he was going to shaman school. Burning the sage, also pushing the, you know, with a feather or with your hand, if you don't have a feather, into the four corners of every room in the house, or across the threshold of your front door. You can do your car, you can do your pets, you can do whatever. And the sage will lift away negative energy and just negative things in general, and can bless an area. So I do a combination of the salt and of the sage. I also use Epsom salts in the shower, and I'll mix some of my blessed salt in with the Epsom salts into my hand, so that at the end of the shower, right, I put some Epsom salt on my hands, I let it dissolve, and then I scrub myself up with it, and that all of the funk that might be stuck to my aura, to my person, any of that negative stuff, will just go down the drain with the rest of the dirty soap water. So, what else? Angel cards, also a way that I use, one of my tools to connect me to the other sides. These are called the Angels of Atlantis. They represent the 12 archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and all the others. They're more well known, but all of the cards have different colors on them. Different energy centers. This one's the third eye chakra and the intuition. Archangel Raziel in this particular instance is the archangel, see it there, of psychics and mediums. So the cards really just validate sometimes for people what I see, what I might be telling them, for messages that I might be getting from the other side. And it's like a validation, because it's something tangible that someone can hold and touch and feel and see. So I might be in a reading with someone, and the way I start all the readings off is I call on my guardian angels and my spirit guides and my loved ones who've crossed over, to connect with the person that I'm with their guardian angels, their spirit guides, and their loved ones who crossed over. And then together, all our guardian angels, our spirit guides, and our loved ones will get together, sit around the table, have a cup of coffee and whatnot. And then they show me things and tell me things that people need to know. So I might be in a session with someone, and it might be a young woman, perhaps she's having trouble trying to conceive. maybe her mother or her grandmother, or even if this person's tapped into the Blessed Mother, there might be messages that come through for me that say that, this person's going to have a baby. I may or may not be able to see what month it will be or how, or if it's a boy or if it's a girl. Well, most times I can tell if it's a boy or a girl, but and sometimes, most of the time I can tell the month too. So there you have that. But what will back it up is that the person will then shuffle the angel cards, and then we go through a ritual where they pull ones, and they might pull an angel card that is the miracle card with the baby on it. And I have to rifle through these. I had it out. I guess this isn't very professional in my video right now, but there's a card in here with Archangel Metatron, who is the archangel of lots of stuff. Archangel Metatron is very smart and very detail-oriented, and like a bookworm, keeps track of all of our life lessons. But I might be seeing that the person's having a baby, and then they'll pull this miracle card right here with this baby on it. See a little baby? Right? And what Metatron is talking about is going into this stage in your life. Here's this crystal clear, with crystal clear clarity, so that you have clear vision of where you want to go and what you want to do, and how to take care of this baby, and the process to get to that point to have the baby. There needs to be artificial insemination or IVF or whatever. So someone else might come to me and say, well, my girlfriend just broke up with me. I'm really sad. I'm looking for love. And then a loved one might come through for the person that I'm with and say, well, there is someone who's out there. I can see her. You're going to meet her, on a boat down the shore. And the person will say, oh, I have a boat down the shore. And I'll say, yeah, I know. They just told me that. I saw it. And then they might pull a card, and it could be this romance card with Archangel Zaskiel. Archangel Zaskiel, in this particular, archangels have all kinds of different jobs, but this orange color is specific to the sacral chakra, and that's located in the reproductive area, right? Sometimes sexual in nature, sometimes not. Really, it's just about feeling good and feeling joy. In this particular instance, it's totally sexual in nature, because we've got the two candles burning, this twin flame, we've got this romance, we've got this orange bright light of the sacral burning. So this gives people, hope that every pot has a lid, that there's someone out there for them. So there's all different ways. If you're interested in developing your own intuitive capabilities or psychic development, there is a class that we have at the center. Go to the center, lifeandbalance.com. Susan Drummond teaches a class called Psychic Development, and I highly recommend it. She's a very gifted psychic for you, or it could be someone else, but Susan's really good, so I think that you probably get a lot out of that if you're looking to develop your own psychic ability. So prayers to protect yourself, meditate, balance the chakras, enter into a situation if you're trying to do a reading with someone or with a very open mind and a very open heart. Light the candles, use the salt, burn the sage, use the crystals, use your rosary beads, and see what happens and see what comes through. The biggest gift you can give yourself, honestly, is the gift of humility and the gift to not care if someone says, oh no, that's not possible, or you're wrong, or whatever. So if you're wrong, you're wrong. Nobody's ever 100% accurate all the time. But you have to be willing to just say what you have to say and not care what somebody else thinks. Even if you maybe sometimes, I might be out at a restaurant or something, and a waiter or waitress will come up, and normally, you ask any medium, they shut it down, but sometimes they shut their third eye down so that they don't have messages coming through, especially when they're public places. But sometimes it just is inevitable. Something happens, and there might be some messages that come through, and I would say, oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to upset this person. To tell her, her mom who passed away is here, and she's got red roses for her, and she's holding, the keys to a Cadillac, and she wants you to have her car or whatever. And I'm like, all right, don't, just be cool. Try not to say anything. And then I start to get sick to my stomach, or I get dizzy, and then it feels like you're having a panic attack. I got to say it and get it out, because that's what spirit wants. And I will tell you that all the time the person is usually not very taken aback. They're usually very happy. They're not angry or upset that I might have said something to them. They find great joy out of knowing that their loved ones are here for them. I just, you have to have the guts to open your mouth and say it, right? So I guess I'm going to close with saying thank you for watching. Thank you for participating in our virtual psychic and healing fair today at the Center Life and Balance. We're open. We're doing readings. Everyone has their own guidelines that they're following with COVID-19. I urge you to go to the centerlifeandbalance.com, our website, and click onto the services tab, and you can see all the different practitioners that are there with all of the different wonderful services they have to offer, and everyone's individual contact information is there. So thank you for watching. I wish you many blessings and have a great rest of your day.